morning, good afternoon, good night. Welcome to the PCL. Thank you all for being so patient and waiting. We ran into a slight issue. There was a problem with the lobby, but we have that corrected now. So we do have 60 people in this lobby. I think that is about 16 teams. Welcome back. This is the FPP PCL division PUBG console league. I'm your host, Invasion Bing. What we are going to do right now is we're going to take a look at the flight path. It is going from, looks like Zarki, a little south of Zarki, all the way to a little south of Milta Power. We have the scores up for you guys just so you can see where everybody stands through the first week of the console league. Now, this is the money round. There were some qualifiers. There were 20 teams. Those 20 teams were cut down into 16 teams. And from those 16 teams, these are the standings. In first place is the winner circle with 101 points. However, the winner circle will be undermanned today. A lot of their players are not able to play. They're running the 3-man first game, but I think it's a 2-man after that. Then we have Avita in second place with 83 points. Results may vary in third place with 71 points. Sweat Lounge Gaming in fourth place with 57 points. Torch in fifth place with 51 points. Torch in fifth place with 56 points, and Valor Kings in sixth place with 51 points. The Mates in seventh place with 47 points, tied with Valid with 47 points as well. Valid is in eighth place because they are down 1 kill. Slaughter Gang, 41 points, and in ninth place, Mixed Finity, 10th place and 33 points. PKU, 11th place, 30 points. Trash, 12th place, 30 points. Ham, 13th place, 22 points. Evasion, 14th with 21 points. Myth with 19 points and in 15th place. And then Average Gamers in 16th place with 16 points. Now, we're going to go right over back into the gameplay. Now, remember, this is a console league, so there is we have to drown ourselves or kill ourselves to allow the spectating view to happen. That puts us in the flyover camera. We stay in the flyover camera for as long as possible because when we switch to the player perspective, we cannot switch out of the player perspective. So what we like to do is stay in the flyover view so we can give you as much action as possible. Also, we understand that you can fly through the map, and if you go through the map, you do move a little bit quicker. But the problem with that, we've realized, is that since the land loads rather slowly, or it causes issues with the rendering, we tend to DC when we do that. So instead, we decide to just fly over everything, give you the view, and then give you some of the map view so you can see where everybody's at. If there's an engagement, we just take you over the map view very close as we bring the camera over, so we can still give you some calls about what's happening. But at the same time, it allows you guys to see as we move the camera. Now, with that being said, there is some lingering beef between SLG and the Mates. SLG costed the Mates first place in TPP. They dropped on them every single match after the second round, and what that ended up doing was causing the Mates to lose some players or spend too much time focusing on them in Pachinki. And it looks like SLG is going to maintain their drop location. So SLG has dropped in the same place as the Mates, and that is Pachinki. Let's see if these teams can work outside of that and get some high placement and not only engage with each other. We have Valid, who landed a little bit of Rise, and it looks like King Diffie is landing in Ruins. The WC has decided not to land Milta Power. Instead, they landed Watertown. There's a 2-man going down right now for VK. VK is in the school compound right here, and in school is Torch. Oh, it's a 3-man. It looks like Vincent is just far away from the team. He might be in a tough situation going forward. We have some shots going out at Pachinki already. So every time they've dropped here so far, there's been a different way to approach the fight. Sometimes you see a lot of them in the middle. Sometimes you see SLG on one side. And now what you're seeing is like an L shape going on right here This is going to be a tough situation for SLG to win. I believe that the best places to be in Pochinki are Dimshik is in the prominent building, and then Tacticals is holding the next best building. If it's going to end up like this means SLG is going to be kind of relegated to the side, and they are not going to have the angles that can be created by the mates right now. Gravity's in a back position, and the reason for that is because sometimes Gravity gets caught by himself out in the open, and it ends up putting him in a tough situation. He's a great scout, and he does a good job of getting shots down early, but you would like to see him stay alive for as long as possible. Dimshik is on fire. Dimshik is down. Trouble with amazing molly right there, gonna take Dimshik out. Dimshik is going to bleed to death if somebody doesn't get to him, and I think they're just gonna leave him there. Trouble was waiting on that the entire time. It looks like Gravity has backed up. Tacticals is trying to wrap around a little bit to the left, and Psycho's gonna push up some. Psycho's gonna try to get into this fight right here with Tacticals on the one-on-one. That entry knock is super important in this fight right here. So that entry knock has now made it a 3v4, and it has backed up Tacticals. He can't play that forward position that he was playing to hold everybody. Now he has to play this back position. Psycho doing a little bit of peeking, getting tagged up by Tacticals right there. Of course, this fight is going to be a little bit different than in TPP. In TPP, they were just holding buildings and waiting for each other to make a mistake. In this, since it's FPP, they can't do that. As soon as one peeks, one's going to get tagged up. That's just how it's going to work out. Psycho, really low. I doubt that he has, oh, he does have a med right there. So he's using his meds. Good nade going out right there. Psycho still alive, being able to avoid that, putting himself probably in the closet right there. That's going to allow him to avoid any of that danger. These teams can't have a lot of heals, but this is in phase one, so they're going to be able to stay in this fight for a very, very long time. Let's check out and see where everybody else is. As we see the circle, people are rotating really hard. It looks like Ham is making a rotation all the way over here. We're going to leave this fight here, take you over to the rotation fights. As you can see, everybody has moved to the mountain. This is a good rotation by Ham. Ham was struggling with their rotations at a bit. They were rotating a little too late, and they don't really get as much practice in as everybody else. They do have two huge streamers on their team, and they don't have a lot of time to practice. So what happens is they end up just learning on the fly. AV on top, shooting down. I can't tell who they're shooting at just yet. Oh, they're shooting down at RMV. It looks like we have Mixfinity down here on the bottom side of the mountain. You have, let me see, that's team 11. Yes, you have Trash on the top. Then you have AV, and then down here you have RMV. Then you have PKU. This is Ham. And then you have VK right here. This is still, Valid is still doing a little bit of a slower rotation. They will be there in a few minutes, it looks like, and then Torch is rotating in as well. Myth is pushing to this mountain as well. Everybody has just convened at this mountain except for this fight that we still have going on over there. Ratatat got taken down by Baby Joey. Baby Joey is making his way up this mountain for the longest time. That is not the knock that Avita needs. Ratatat usually leads their team in damage and kills, and with him going down, that puts them in a very, very tough position. And then look at this, Trash instantly pushing down to this fight. This is gonna leave Standards is in a tough position. Standards is hurt very bad. He's gonna try to get a heal off as Loose shooting down at Immorta. I mean, at Lucid. Here come more shots out. Here comes the flames. Blackjack is up top. Blackjack gets taken down by Immorta. Nobody's getting shot at as well. This is crazy. Nobody from AV has went down yet, but they're cross-fighting between the two teams. Baby Joey's looking like he's in a tough position. Immorta pushing up, trying to get some shots on Standards. Standards just trying to stay alive, avoiding Lou's gonna get knocked by Lucid. Standards is gonna go down to Immorta right there. There's still one member up from AV. I do not know where that member's at. Now we got shots going down right there. Lucid Flex gonna take Lucid out. Then Revoked gonna take down P. And if you remember, Revoked is actually pleased, but he was one of the people who had the issue earlier in the lobby. So GG, Revoked and Pleased are the same person. Space taking down Stonks. Blackjack getting another knock. This is gonna leave Revoked by himself. Revoked's gonna knock Blackjack. No. Oh, he ran into the fire. He can't do much. Flex is gonna get a knock right there. One member up from this team. It's Baby Joey. Baby Joey might try to make a rap. No, Baby Joey's just gonna leave. So one member up, one member left from Avita. Baby Joey's gonna be the last member up for Mixfinity. Stonks got knocked, I believe, by Space Havoc on a rotation. Not sure what happened right there. And now we have Ham focusing VK right here. VK, this is a good spot, but on this circle, that's going to put him in a bad situation. I was kind of confused why everybody went to this mountain. This mountain was going to be out no matter what. Dingus and Pugs trying to rotate into the circle, being tagged up by Myth. A couple teams made better rotations than that mountain, so that mountain just costed some teams a lot of players right there. Now we're seeing Dingus and Pugs, Sliggin and Dingan trying to rotate in to the circle. RMV doing a good job of getting some shots off. RMV is a very, very underappreciated team. They have two or three sections, right? So they have like a EU and an NA, and whatever team is playing right now does do a very good job at what they do. Shots going out. They're just going to push Sweeney. Sweeney was the last member up from AV. Dingus is going to run right to him. Sweeney's going to have to take this fight. He has to get the knock early. Sweeney does get the knock. He's going to have to back up into the house and hopefully get a heal off. Pugs is looking. Dingus is down. Pugs is a solo, so Pugs can't even push out right there. PKU is going to be able to get some shots down on Sweeney and do all the damage. 16 teams up, 49 people alive. This fight in Pachinki still happening. NT as Slaughter Gang has rotated down to get involved in that fight. More shots going out. Looks like we finally got it down. Trouble going down to Sparky. Trouble gonna knock Gravity with that nade, and then Sparky gonna get the confirmation on Trouble. They're gonna try to get this res as SLG Mole, SLG Kid push over. Mole instantly gets taken down by Tacticals. Tacticals using that barrel to its full potential right there. Now this is gonna leave Kid and Psycho by themselves. Nade going out on Kid. Fire going up on the stairs. Tacticals taking down Kid as well. It's gonna leave Psycho downstairs to get this res. Wearing the all-white trackies, trying to get the res. Mole moves too far, and that makes the res start over. Now here comes the hard push. Psycho's in the kitchen. Tacticals doesn't see him. Tacticals gonna push over. Psycho's gonna get shot up right there. Cat gonna go down. AimT's gonna push over. D's gonna take down Sparky. Tactical's gonna go down as well to Psycho. Now outside, that means Gravity's still up inside, and so is Psycho. Wow, that was crazy. I knew that they weren't gonna be able to Psycho's gonna be in the bathroom. SLG did a good job of taking that fight, and so did the mates. But this is what I was talking about earlier. The fight is taking them too long, so this is just an ego fight. The way their teams both work, Gravity actually takes down projects. The way their teams both work is AimTeek is also bleeding out right now. The way their teams work is they need to rotate in and catch people slipping. But right now what they're doing is just hard pushing each other, knowing each other is going to be there, and it's just going to leave them all at one man left. And that is really hurting them in the grand scheme of the match. So maybe it is Psycho was able to get Mole up, and look at this, D's able to pick up Aim Teak. Now the real problem right now is that Gravity is by himself upstairs in this house, but as soon as the shots go off inside, you already know that Slaughter Gang is going to be on the way. Don't Miss is just waiting, just itching for the first shots to go out. Here comes the nade. That's a smoke. Another smoke. Circle's going to come in too. Now this is phase number 3. Remember, phase 3 isn't, it does hurt, but this is, it's not unbearable if you have enough meds. I don't, here comes the push up the stairs. You got to do it quick. Here comes SLG, going to push him. Doesn't know where he's at. He's going to come to this door. Jumping shots going down. Mo right there. Psycho's on fire. He's going to try to get a heal off. Going to heal through it. Good job by Mo pushing in, jumping. That's when you have the 2v1 advantage. You could do that. It looks like Slaughter Gang is just going to leave them be right now. Torch was going to hold and gatekeep that situation as well. They're going to have to rotate also. A lot of players watch the PCL when they're not participating. They go back, they watch the VODs, so they know the rotations, they know the tendencies. So if you know that those two teams are going to drop there and they think there's free points for each other, teams are making their plans around that. All they do is go in there, try to get a couple picks. If you think about this, Slaughter Gang was able to just confirm 3 kills right there and only lose 1 member. So those are free points for them. Especially since SLG and the mates are going to be so focused on each other during that fight that they're not going to see you on a third party. Now we have Torch right here as well as Slaughter Gang. Sweeney was able to stay alive. I did not see if there are 14 teams up. I did not see if Pugs went down or not. But maybe Pugs did go down, so Pugs and Gravity are the two that have been taken out of the game so far. Here it goes. Look at this. This is what I was talking about. There's nothing they could do. So on their next rotation, the other team just gatekeeps them, and now Psycho is down, which is going to leave Mo by himself coming through the blue. It's just a bad situation to be in. Those two teams are sacrificing their placement in the game in order to have a duel. Mo's gonna have to go back into the blue. Mo's gonna be in trouble right here. PK, you are not gonna miss these shots or this opportunity to put him down. They still haven't put him down yet. Tyrannical's gonna take down. Oh, he sent the. Oh, but he's sending it right into a team on rotation. The team on rotation. Mo kills himself as he sends it through there. He hits one of those imaginary ridges. VK right here. Does Ham have the resolve to push it? They do, sending it all the way. Yoda taking down Quakes. Olsey inside. Gravity getting tagged. Gravy getting tagged up. Gravy gonna knock effects. Space Havoc gonna be taken down right there by Fultzy. Fultzy is a sleeper. If you don't know who he is one of the best PUBG players out, hands down. Critic not able to come down and help. That's gonna allow effects to get thirsted right there. I don't think that he should have been thirsted in that situation. It was 4v2. It ends up being a 2v2 instead of it being a 3v2. I don't know what happened right there and how that happened. But now we have Valid putting down damage. RMV gonna lose 2 members right here. Don't Miss getting taken down as well. Yoda gonna try to crawl out of here. Mushu gonna get knocked by, gonna get stolen by Flex. Aim gonna get knocked by Nutcase. Yoda's still gonna bleed out right here. RMV's gonna try to smoke this and push up there. Aim still has Aim Teak, not PKU Aim, but Aim Teak still has a chance to get some shots in there. Yoda gonna get the pickup. Valid, look at this. Look how close WC and Torch is as well. Oh, as I mentioned, that Mask gonna get into this engagement with M. Mask is gonna win the fight with M on that 1v1. Tyrannical just holding this mountain right here, trying to get his team some placement points. C5 Adam's gonna have to rotate in a little bit, and that should be good for them. Everybody's on the outside of this ring. Can you check it out? Look at that. Look at all this action. We have Myth shooting down now. Myth gonna knock Mask. That was America. Gonna get that knock on Mask, and Sanitizer is gonna try to figure out aim T, gonna go down finally to work mode. Sanitizer gonna try to get this smoke res going on right here. With that, I think Myth might get a push going. Joker getting tagged up big right there. Baby Joey finally going down to P. Some Flash going out. He's gonna commit to this res. Tyrannical is still right here. 17 seconds, and the closing is happening. Oh man, Nutcase gonna get a knock. Joker gonna knock Mask. Tyrannical still holding strong. Smoke's going out. They don't know where Sanitizer is. Sanitizer is just in playing this very well. C5 Adam still has some shots. Gonna take some shots at America. Joker gonna take down C5 Adam quickly. And then Sanitizer gonna get taken down by Joker. Is that a team wipe for Joker by himself? Man, way to do it. And then look at this. Tyrannical's gonna try to make his way to the zone. If Valid can stay right here on this hill, they will have a gatekeeping opportunity. RMV will not push out of these houses. These houses are such good cover for them. RMV is going to stay in that cover. There's going to be a smoke over there by Ham. Ham's going to push out here. I think Ham is going to get into this fight with PKU. Joker going to go down to Tyrannical. Tyrannical actually made a play for a kill. I didn't expect him to do that. And now he's 1v2ing, 1v3ing them. If he gets a knock, he doesn't get a knock. Beard takes him down. But this still leaves a chance for Valid to get a knock right here on Myth as they rotate in. Remember, this is FPP, so the ridges are great cover. PKU is going to lose Disaster right there to nobody on top of this mountain. So the circle did shift back to the mountain, so the team on the mountain does play a factor in the game. They heard that knock. Nutcase is going to try to get a confirmation, but this is going to be tough. They're going to have to move as a unit. If they do not move as a unit and they split, it's going to end up being easy shots for PKU. Nutcase gets taken down by Disaster as Disaster got rezzed. I think there's a molly that just went out. Critic put a molly down. Is gonna get that confirmation on power, and then Disaster gets confirmed as well by Critic. You would like to see them push over with some more confidence and some more aggression. That would probably have wiped that team a little bit quicker, and they would have been able to still save a player. I think that's the only thing Ham is lacking, is the confidence in each other to play as a team. It looks like sometimes one person goes to heal instead of them just full on pushing and getting their knocks and just going for a few trades. Average gamers still in the game. We have Trash up top. We have Myth down low. We have Valid still in there. RMV in the hard cover, and then we have over there team 10 is Ham. There's only 6 teams up. This is great. 16 alive. America gonna take down America with the pushover as I was checking out the terrain. Oh, but America gets knocked by Bad Karma, and I think Trash is gonna put down these shots, and Trash is Diffie confirms that kill on America, leaving Beard by himself. RMV moves out of their hard cover, pushing up to the mountain. Now there's gonna be a fight between RMV and Valid right here. The team on the top, Trash, is doing a very good job. Yoda might get knocked right here. Yoda is one shot. Trash is putting down so much damage right now. They just have the angles on everybody. Zipped is in a tough position. Zipped is trying to make his rotation. Zipped is getting shot at from behind by a member of Valid. That's a good spot for them right there. Let's take you up to the top and see what Trash sees. Trash making this rotation. I thought this was going to be a bad play, but it looks like this was the play to make. Everybody should have just pushed to the mountain. They should have fought it out, and then at the end of the day, whoever won the mountain won the game. 007 getting chunked. I think that's Blackjack putting down these shots. Critic getting chunked over there by P. There's gonna be a fight down here on the bottom of the mountain. That's gonna wait, there are 5 teams up. Who are we missing? Beard is in here. Here comes Shogun. This is the fight we wanted to see. Yoda and Shogun looking for each other. They know they're there. Everybody knows everybody's here. Zipped and Diffy gonna get beamed with that AK. Shogun's gonna try to make his way up to the top without people seeing, and he doesn't. They left Diffy in a one-on-one. Shogun didn't even get any shots down. Now Yoda's gonna get a double knock, gonna get a takedown. I mean, and Beard's gonna get a confirmation. Easy points for Beard. Does Beard see 007? Beard doesn't. Yoda doesn't either because of that prone position. Beard is gonna be a one-man. Yoda. Blackjack does spot him though. Blackjack gonna put some shots down at Beard. Beard is gonna be down to under half health. Critic and Fulci just trying to stay alive, at least to second place. They don't really have to get into an engagement as long as everybody else gets taken down. Beard gonna get some shots put down on him again by Flex. Oh man, the circle goes to them again. The team on the mountain. Oh my goodness. We are the team on the mountain. This care package is going to drop directly on Flex's head. Yoda's going to try to push out over here. He's still looking for 007. 007 has to take this fight, I think, just to give himself some points and to clear up some space for him. Beard's going to make his rotation now. Beard's not going to make his rotation. This is a crazy... There it goes, finally. Beard going to get that takedown from... valid 007. Myth, as you can see with the new UI from PUBG, Team 11, which is trash, has 4 teammates up, and Team 15, which is RMV, has 3 teammates up, and then Ham with 2 teammates up, and then 1 up for Myth. Let's get in there and let's see what they see. Blackjack popping off some shots right here. Not able to get any confirmations. Beard's gonna finally go down to Zip. That is something I expected to see just a little earlier. That would have saved them some space, but they didn't lose anybody, so I think that's fine for RMV. The worst thing that happened right there was that takedown. Critics gonna have to move into the zone. Took a little bit of damage. Ham is getting focused right now, but what they need is they need Trash to find RMV right here. RMV's doing a good job of holding the bottom of the circle, but I don't even think that Trash has looked for them yet. I'm not sure if they know where they're located. Ham moves into the circle, just gonna hold. For you guys who didn't believe or who don't believe that there's camping or there is a lot more patience played in FPP, I'm gonna guarantee you that there is. Everybody is so cautious. We got some shots going down. Nobody's been hit yet. Let's keep it on Blackjack. See what Blackjack sees. Blackjack has done a good job of being able to put shots on people. So let's see if he can find anybody. They're in the middle of the circle. They might not do anything at all. And RMV, if you can see, RMV is just out of his sight lines. They're staying below the ridge on that side. Everybody is still going to be in the circle again, except for nobody. Nobody's going to rotate up from behind and just group up with his teammates. We're looking for, finally, Yoda gets spotted. Blackjack not able to hit those shots, but if you could tell, he didn't get the shots that he was looking for, so he just backs up and then stays under cover. As we switch back to Zip, Zip has the bead or the drop on Ham, and he's not trying to let it go. Paul is going to get shot up there. That first knock is going to open up the gateway to whatever team is pushing to whoever. It's just how it plays. Critic is spotted. Shots missed by Blackjack. Blackjack spotted by work mode. What a toxic ending. Nobody can get their footing to put actual shots down or actual shots that matter on anybody. Lex might have the angle on work zone starting in that next zone. Teams are kind of surrounding Ham. Ham just has to chill. Like, they can't even, fighting this is just not worth. Shooting uphill isn't going to help, so they just have to maintain their position and hope somebody gets knocked before. Also going to take some shots out at nobody. Nobody's going to have to rotate over. He doesn't want to give his no easy claps. Flex finds a Groza. Oh man, you love to see it if you're a Trash fan or if you're a person that just loves to see Groza play. Yoda's gonna get spotted right here. Circle closes now, 9 seconds. This is phase number 9. They have to fight each other. Look at their locations. Look at their spots. Ham is gonna have to move first. Smoke's going out. Shots ringing out. I'm surprised Blackjack has a nade, hasn't thrown it at all. He's gonna die with his nades. That's not the way. The PCL way is never die with your nades. Never die with your throwables. Look at all this smoke. It should have attracted all the attention of this team, and it has. Right there, work mode. Oh man, work mode exposes himself. Here comes that nade. He's not gonna die with his nades. That nade's not gonna be able to hit anyone. Yoda's gonna push over here to the left. Olsey's gonna go down to the blue. Olsey's gonna get confirmed. Another smoke going out. Another smoke going out. Critic's gonna die to Zip. Flex pushed all the way up and Yoda gets the knock. Is RMV gonna take this? He goes down to Yoda as well. Yoda putting the barrel to use. What a beam right there. He doesn't see him to his right. Oh, Blackjack not able to get any shots off. Look at the angle by Zip. Zip misses his shots with the AK. Molly's gonna go out, gonna stop his retreat. Now they could just hard push. Nobody right here. Nobody. Nobody dies to the blue. RMV with the win. That's 10 kills for them in the first place. Then you have 7 kills for Trash in the second place and 5 kills for Ham in the third place. You like to see that. You like to see that improvement by all of these teams. RMV doing a very good job taking advantage of the opportunity given to them. Remember, WC went out pretty early in that match, and since WC went out early, that means there is a chance for everybody to move up. WC was in first with 101 points before that match started. RMV was in third, I believe, and Avita was in second. So that's going to allow RMV to make their way up the charts. Same thing for Ham. That's a great news for Ham and for Trash. Those teams coming in the top 5 really boosts them up and allows them to start making their push up the leaderboard. To be honest with you guys, it's only been 1 week. Any team can still win it. One team can have a very bad day. This is the reason why PUBG is such a competitive and great game. Because just because your team played really well 1 week doesn't mean that they can consistently do that and points shift and swing so much in this particular game. As we take time right here to see how this played out, this had to wait till they stood in these spots for 3 phases. They were able to stay alive for 3 phases this close to each other. And then at the end of the day, they that's crazy. At the end of the day, the phase happened. Critic and Folsey were just too close to the blue. There wasn't anywhere that they could go. RMV was going to push them. And while they were getting pushed, I think Folsey must have got hit by the blue as he took some damage. And then he was able to, he went down and nobody had confirmed that. And then Critic was just in a 1v1, but against the blue, he had no chance. It wasn't really a 1v1. It was one team shooting at him and as he was trying to make his way into the zone. And then the crazy thing about this is RMV was able to focus Ham and then instantly focus up the hill and get their shots down. Flex made a push over, and when Flex made that push over, he tried to get that knock with the Groza, and instead he lost his 1 right there. And as he lost his 1, the rest of the team kind of collapsed underneath them. Pete tried to make a rotation back so he could get some help, and it was instantly lasered by Yoda, and that was what really turned the tide. Yoda was able to hit all of his shots, and then when he hit all of his shots, that allowed some space and some teams to push around. Well played by RMV. RMV took the hard cover and then moved up from the hard cover pretty late onto the low side of the hill, and then was able to clear everybody behind them and then work their way up. Well done by RMV. Again, Trash put themselves in a great spot to pick up a lot of kills. You just like to see them play the top a little bit better. I think you have to be a tad more aggressive if you're up top, just to make sure that you can get some kills while you still have the advantage. When phase 9 comes, everything's out the window and you have to make some plays. If they could hold the top and create some get some early knocks, some entry knocks, it'll really help them out next time. But this is a learning experience that still did a lot for their placement on the leaderboard. Well played again by RMV, well played by Trash, and well played by Ham. You see teams growing more and more. For Ham, you just would like to see them be more team oriented. When they push a compound, if you have a player knocked, prioritize pushing, and especially if you have multiple members up. If it's a 1v4 situation, or you know you've knocked a player or two and you have the advantage, you have to go for it. Look for the people to push, and then also prioritize the res. The res is a very important part of the game, and if you don't get your res, it usually tends to put you in a tough situation. So GG's to them. I think they should have been at least one teammate stronger the whole game, because effects, there was a really good opportunity to pick up effects after that first fight. Those were just really good shots through the smoke right there by Yoda. Oh my goodness. GG's right here. We are going to go to a brief intermission. It's going to be 1 minute longer. We're going to make it 4 minutes just in case we have the same issue that we had during the first game. We can resolve that issue. So it's going to be a 4-minute intermission, and we will be back after those messages. And again, thank you everybody for tuning in, and I hope you guys are enjoying this entertainment. Be right back. Welcome back, everybody. This is the PCL, the PUBG Console League. I'm your host, Invasion Bing, and we are on to match number 2. Match number 1 was won by RMV. Results may vary. They did a very good job of moving from the cover to the bottom of the mountain, and then wiping everybody behind them, and then moving up, and then taking the top of that mountain. So I guess the king of the hill is them. Well done by them, and excellent plays. We're going to take some time as we check out the flight path really quickly. The flight path is going to go from military to the left of, or the west of, Severny. As we click right into the scores, Winner Circle was only able to confirm 1 point in that last game, which leaves them at 102. And then results may vary have moved on up to second place with 91 points. And Avita in third place with 85 points. Torch in fourth with 59 points. And Sweat Lounge Gaming in fifth with 54 points. I am telling you guys right now that you're gonna see a change in the strategy from SOG and from the mates, because they are not in the position to win, or in the position that they usually are in. Now, remember, everybody, this is a PUBG console league, and currently we do not have the features to just start in spectating mode. So instead, what we have to do is we have to kill ourselves in order to get to the flyover camera. When we're in the flyover camera, we can go to the player perspective, but after we lock into the player perspective, we cannot leave the player perspective until someone dies. So instead of doing that, what we're going to do instead is stay in the flyover camera for as long as possible. And then after the field is cut down to about 3 or 4 teams, depending on how many people are left, we go into the first person perspective and we allow you guys to see what the player sees. Thank you very much for understanding. But when when customs changes, we will have a different set of content for you. To be honest with you guys, there is the dev letter that came out this week, and they mentioned customs, and they mentioned the fact that they will be working on the production quality of customs going forward. They hope to have it fixed either later this month or sometime in October, which is all right with me. We've been doing this for this long. We might as well. We can continue with it, and you guys can understand, and you've been understanding thus far. Thank you guys very much. Oh yeah, we do also understand that in the flyover camera, we can get to places quicker if we go under the map, but we tend to not go under the map. It just allows us the ability to know that we will not disconnect in any way. It looks like Effects is alone. Did his whole team disconnect? Weird. Now we have RMV. No, his whole team. They must have been doing the following drop thing, because they just appeared on the screen. Crazy. Now we have Trash over here. They decided to take Corey. Myth decides to take Primorsk. Average Gamers decides to take Millie. Pugs and Dingus are gonna stay down low in this compound right here. Avita in their typical spot. And then we have Valid gonna rotate out. Dubsy again goes Watertown. Torch is gonna go Apartments. Slaughter Gang's gonna go Roz. PKU gonna land Hospital, and then the compounds to the south of that, and then we have right here. This is going to be Mixfinity. Now we do have VK and AVG and military. This is going to be a northern circle. This is probably going to end when we have the circle. It usually ends somewhere around here, somewhere around this area. And let's see if that's how teams are going to play. I doubt we see this fight between AVG and VK just because the rotation is so far. Teams are going to have to rotate a bit farther than what they want. And if they have this fight, it's not going to, doesn't really do much for them. So I'm going to go to Pachinki because Pachinki does seem to have SLG and the mates are still in there. I would like to see these teams push this fight quicker, but let's see if teams are going to play it like they played it last time and if they're going to engage with these teams as they have this fight with each other. And look at this. So the lineup again is a little different. We have SLG all grouped up together, and then we have Sparky and Dimshik taking these two houses on this opposite side. That's not what happened last game. Is the house that Dimshik was in, I think Trouble was in last time, and he ends up getting a molly onto Dimshik, causing him a lot of problems. So now they just took those houses away, and now they're just going to be like right in front of each other. This is going to be a interesting fight. As we see, they usually start their rotation around 4:30. Nobody has started to rotate yet. As I say that, AVG has started rotating, and so is PKU, and so is Umorta. So there is a rotation that goes down, and it just takes a little longer. Trouble has backed up some, and then Kid has also went and got a vehicle, and he's backing up as well. I just feel like this is a smarter play for them to go Pachinki, and if they don't get into that engagement instantly, rotate away, because at the end of the day, you still want to win the game. They might just pull over into this warehouse. They're deciding to take all the vehicles. There's one more car spawn right in front of them. They're going to take that one as well. Team 15 rotating in right now. Let's check out their rotations for everybody right now. We see AV's going to start their rotation. Ham is going to be quite a distance. You would like to see, I didn't see that, but Disaster taking down Shogun. Now what happens right there is teams like to split and one person go to this compound and save it for the rest of their team so their team can get there, and then they can run like a bridge camp of sorts from right there. And what happened, we just saw, was Disaster just pulled right on up and got the knock on Shogun right there. Man, that's a tough place to go. There's so much loot right here for one person, but it's still, you have to win your ones. If you lose your ones right there, you're giving up that spot for somebody else. G Power gonna spin out right there. Baby Joey doing some damage. G Power's gonna try to G Power's gonna get tagged up. Baby Joey's gonna have that angle, trying to shoot him in the feet, not able to get his shots off, and then Baby Joey's getting that knock right there. That's the other issue with you going to a place by yourself. Your team has to make it there, and maybe your team does not have the same cannot make it at the same time, and then there goes Baby Joey's gonna get a knock and a confirmation right there. Well done by Baby Joey. We have some look at this. This is what RMV went right back to that compound that they were in last game. I guess if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? Valid shooting at Lou. Not sure if they have those shots off, but they do give away their position. And then right here we have RMV pushing. SLG and RMV might get into this fight right here. Looks like Mole is in trouble. I had to stop the camera for a little bit. Hat's gonna push on over here. Hat and Mushu gonna have a 1v1. Mushu gonna take down Hat. It is almost impossible for you to win a fight against a barrel in the PCL if you do not have a barrel. Lou's gonna get taken down by Disaster as he made that rotation by himself. Trouble's trying to get the wide flank, but look at RMV work mode. Gonna be there with him. Now they're gonna have a 1v1. Work mode actually has the shots off before. Work mode must have missed some shots. And now we have Trouble being the aggressor, but Yoda's coming over to help him. Yoda's gonna get a knock with that Groza. Psycho's gonna knock Yoda instantly, and then Psycho's gonna get shot at by Zip, so Zip goes down. Now Mo's gonna be the last person up. Mo's gonna push over, but now he's gonna be angled out by Mushu. Mushu and Mo. Looks like Mo is going to get... Mo's gonna die right there by Mushu. RMV doing a good job. That's when I talk about team killing and team fighting and trades and stuff like that. That is a great example of what I'm talking about. Everybody's so close together. They're not on top of each other, but they're close enough together for, and just in case looks like oh man, Myth makes it through. But it just looks like just in case one of your teammates goes down, you could be right there for the instant trade. If you get the instant trade, then it won't be, you won't lose as many people. And that's what's happening to a lot of teams. They're too spread apart. They lose a person, or the other teammate isn't putting the emphasis on saving their teammate. It's more about staying alive. It's a selfish way to play, in my opinion, and it costs people a lot. Average Gamer shooting at VK as they're making their rotation. VK is going to try to rotate into the circle. These are late rotations by these teams, but there are 15 teams up and 49 alive. We always talk about this, the late rotation. It's a fight going on. Trash pulls right on up to Myth right here. Flex gonna go down to Joker. Deadly gonna get taken down by Paulie. Wait, he's gonna go down. It's just Blackjack and nobody up. Blackjack gets taken down. The nade. Oh, that nade was intense. The nade wiped everybody, it felt like. Mixfinity is trying to get one of these kills right here. 14 teams up, 44 alive. Pleased is back with his regular name. Now we got a rotation coming. RMV and Valid are all rotating this same way. The smart play right here, I wonder if Diffie's gonna rotate all the way to the George Pool Bridge. That is the rotation that people dream about. Nobody makes it, but that's the rotation. We got shots going down from Mixfinity right at RMV Zip. Zip's gonna cross this bridge if Myth is ready. Myth might get some, might be able to pick up an E. Oh, this is smart. Go to the right instead of to the left. His car's on fire. I wonder if it's disabled. Man, if they gave you a disabled indication, that would be really nice. Shots ringing out. Nobody able to get that. Good move by RMV. They're gonna pick up another car. Barry, AVG Barry's gonna come right across this in this buggy. Myth has to get more shots down than this. Myth has to make somebody pay for crossing this bridge. It's important. The multiple vehicle rotation has paid off for AVG and also paid off for Myth. I mean for oh my goodness, as Ape sends it. Ape's vehicle is gonna be disabled. He's gonna have to run it. Nobody there to help him out. PKU must be in a one-on-one with Baby Joey. I guess that's a three-on-one with Baby Joey. Everybody has rotated in successfully. Everybody has their spots. Oh man, Mushu is actually gonna go down to Bad Karma. And then Yoda's gonna take down Barry. And then Workbo's gonna take down Bad Karma. Is that all? Yes, that's all of AVG being taken down except for Ape. Remember, Ape couldn't make it over there. Now, this is something that we don't talk about often. When there's a compound, that is a popular compound in a circle like this. If you're in the popular compound, you have to know that they're gonna push you. A team that pulls across this bridge, that's gonna be one of the places to go. So you just don't want to be there alone. That rotation that called out by King Diffie puts him at the north side of the circle where nobody goes. Also keeps his team alive. Also keeps them out of the fights. PKU aim had gotten the knock right here on Baby Joy, but Baby Joy is able to get rezzed. Torch is going to look to make their rotation. The plane is going to be a very, very hot spot. The cover is so good. The fighting there is so good. The mates are going to make a rotation around, going to the north as well, trying to give themselves a better chance of winning this game. PKU is going to stay in this compound right here. Let's take a look at what compound they're actually in. This is a good compound. This ridge right here usually causes a problem for that compound, but we'll see what happens. Shots being taken at Mask as he drives by. AVG Ape not able to make it through. AVG Ape still pushing over here. He felt some kind of way about his teammates being shot. Now he wants a 1v3 with these homies. I think he has, look at his creeping ability. I wonder if he has a C4 or something. As this rotation goes down, teams are shooting at them as I thought. Torch is going to pull up real close to that situation. AVG, we'll leave him be as he goes for that kill right there. More teams rotate again. Look at this cluster of teams right here. This is nonsense. This is absolute nonsense. I don't understand how anybody's gonna win this. What's gonna happen right here? Effect's gonna get taken down by Sparky. Needs his team to be with him. They need to get more shots out. They have to push over. If they're gonna be aggressive, they have to be aggressive. Torch is shoot. Look at Folsey. Critic has to get a shot out on Dimshik or a shot on Sparky. He runs by Sparky. He still doesn't see Sparky. He has to look to his left. There goes the mates take down. Ham takes down the mates. Ham takes down the mates. Torch is putting in a lot of shots from this top of this hill over there and have been taking down. Critic goes down to a shot from a different angle. That's Pugs taking that shot and taking him down. So Diffie's gonna push over here, trying to confirm his team some kills as well. He does not see Folsey. Folsey is in a very good position. Man, that was a good pull-up. That was an excellent pull-up for that team. It just was a really, really, really tough situation. You don't usually see teams in this spot. Standards is going to be by himself. But look, Rat-a-tat might get some shots out at Bizarre. As Bizarre tries to creep his way up here to Standards. Standards actually taking the 40 damage right there. Diffie, remember, had split from this fight. If Standards could just look down this hill, he would be able to get this knock on Bizarre. He rotates down instead of just taking these shots. He's gonna have free. It's free. Bizarre goes down. Bizarre must not have checked his angles right there. Diffie's gonna push over, trying to get some. 007 is gonna have some angles on Standards. If Standards doesn't look to his right, Bizarre's gonna get confirmed with that nade right there. Oh, Molly, perfect Molly right there. I don't know who threw it, but we'll see it in a few minutes. That was 007 with the Molly, using all of his rat-a-tat, putting shots down on Diffie. Rat-a-tat's gonna try to get a boost off right here. Rat-a-tat's gonna go down to Valid. It's been a tough 2 games for AV. But they are definitely putting in work. That's Valid, doing a great job. Projects goes down to PKU, and then Folsey goes down to Pugs. Pugs and Dingus are in a very good position. Mask gonna take down Joker. Mask is by himself. Mask is by himself, and Mask is taken down by Myth right there. Mask mollied himself. What? Did Myth not get that kill? No, I don't think so. I think Mask got that kill by himself. RMV has moved and maintained the middle position right here. PKU is taking shots down at Slaughter Gang as they rotate in. Slaughter Gang has 4 members up. They have had some people knocked, but they're so close together that they can get all the reses. It's a wonderful, wonderful way to play the video game. Myth, 2 people up right here. PKU is gonna have to, they're gonna just hold this edge. They don't have to go anywhere. Mixfinity has rotated in, and now it's Torch shooting down at Team 3. This is Pugs, and Ding is getting shot down at. Slinging and Dinging are playing for evasion. Oh, Morta just knocks him. Boy, you gotta move your face. Very important to do that. Nade going out, and Morta gonna confirm that. Now Torch is in disarray. Tyrannical hops in the car, leaving the homie. Quakes is all by himself. Tyrannical left him. Quakes knocks Baby Joey though. Oh, Morta just right there behind them for the trade as Tyrannical gets out of there. But it looks like King Diffie's gonna confirm that Baby Joey knock, and then he's gonna take that Quakes kill as well. He takes all the kills. Well done by King Diffie. Diffie is getting Valid a lot of points this game. 8 teams up, 20 alive. We're on phase number 5 as it closes in. This will be phase number 6 in 20 some odd seconds. No, phase number 6. The closing will start in 20 some odd seconds. Diffie getting shot at right here by Dingus. And as we have Myth Deadly trying to rotate in, we still have PKU holding Myth. Plane is such a good spot, as good cover, good everything. Well done. 007 getting tagged up by Dingus right now. Please gonna knock 007. That's a distance. Diffie gonna try to get this res right here. He's gonna go behind the tree. They're gonna just line up on that tree. Deadly rotates behind this res. Does it? They have to look at the smoke. There's smoke. Yep, instantly. They pulled up, saw the smoke, instant shots on the smoke. Here comes Don't Miss and Projects is... Deadly wants to confirm his kill. Deadly getting shot at by Diffie. Deadly and Diffie in a 1v1. Nobody can hit their shots. Deadly's gonna be one shot, and Dingus is gonna take that kill from Deadly and is gonna kill King Diffie. And now here comes Projects. Projects shot the tire from the car, but did not see Deadly. But Deadly does get confirmed. RMV Zip is gonna knock Stonks. Stonks is just not having a good day today. Dingus is gonna still be in the blue. Not sure who Torch's Tyrannical is shooting at. RMV. Let's look at the circle as well. Make the circle a little bit bigger so you guys can see where these teams are lining up right now. Dingus being focused on right now. Remember, Team 3 Evasion started out this game as a 2-man. Shots ringing out, nobody hitting anybody. Slaughter Gang trying to get a win right here. I'm not sure they got a win this season. They're trying to get one in right now. Aim getting taken down by Zipped. Zipped again with another knock on Aim. Yoda gonna confirm that. Disaster gonna try to rotate in. Is RMV making a? Is there gonna be a back-to-back? Ding is gonna go down. Three members up for Slaughter Gang. I think 2 members up for Torch, 1 up for Evasion, 3 up for Mixfinity, 1 up for PKU, and 4 up for RMV, I believe. 3 up for RMV, 3 up for RMV. PKU has to, he can't be too aggressive. Disaster can't be too aggressive. Pug's gonna go down to Please. That's gonna make 5 teams up, 12 alive. This is phase number 6. Remember, there are only 9 phases. Torch, Tyrannical getting shot at from both sides. Please gonna take down Tyrannical. Dom's gonna try to get this res right here. Remember what I say? There are, if you want to register for the PCL, just go to the PCL website, www.pubgconsoleleague.com, and make sure you check out all the information. There are 4 new events. Get in there, get involved. One of them being a high stakes FPP tournament. One being duos. Man, Lucy with a good knock right here. One being duos kill race, and then the other being 2 seasons, FPP and TPP. Don't miss, and Slaughter Gang have rotated down. Gonna get a knock on Umorta. Gonna get a confirmation on Umorta, and then Tyrannical gets knocked again. Crazy nade gonna go off right there by Please. It's gonna confirm that kill. Now there are 4 teams up. 3 for RMV. Wow. Down goes Projects, down goes D instantly. 1 person up for Slaughter Gang. And somewhere PKU Disaster is just staying alive. Let's get in here. Let's see what Lucid's seeing. Ten kills for RMV, putting the stamp on this game as well. Please gonna get a knock right there on Don't Miss. What's DC? What can D do? Oh, D just ran into that car. He didn't know it was right there. Please gonna get his confirmation. Oh, that's gonna be Yoda from far. Takes a glance at him and just sees his muzzle flashing and knocking him. Please goes down. Zipped is angled out right here. Oh, Lucid misses 1 shot. Lucid misses another shot. Now the shots are gonna start ringing in for him. RMV with 3 members up, and then everybody else with 1. D taking is half health right now. Might not have any heals. He is going to be he's healing up right now. This is gonna be, it looks like it's shaping up to be a back-to-back RMV victory. Did anybody expect that? Oh, Lucid got tagged right there. Oh, this Molly is perfect. Oh, he misses the Molly. I thought it was gonna be golden. So right now, Yoda is playing. Oh, Yoda finally finds an angle and hits 2 perfect shots. He could just hard peek the window, right? But he's not doing that. He's gonna try to create an angle right here. He has a smoke. He's just gonna try to create an angle to the door. He does create that angle, and now that's it. Yoda with another finish. Yoda with 6 kills in that game. GG's to him. That is 14 kills and another victory for RMV. With that, I think RMV has taken the lead. Mixfinity in 2nd place with 5 kills. And then Slaughter Gang in 3rd place with 4 kills. PKU, 2 kills in 4th place. Torch, 3 kills in 5th place. And then Slangin' and Dingin' bringing up 6th place with that 2-man. Let's go right into that instant replay. Now, as you guys can see, this circle, it actually ended exactly where I thought it was going to end, more or less. But the spread of the teams really helps right now. Teams were spread out. DMR shots reigned supreme in this particular game. You didn't expect to see that much fighting going up to the north. Teams made that rotation. Great rotations by everybody. I think Slaughter Gang did a good job of wiping everybody on their top side. As they got aggressive a little while later, RMV was just able to push over from their side, and so was Mixfinity, which caused a little bit of a problem for them. But that was a well-played game by the top teams. Even the action earlier on shows you guys that teams are actually learning how to play. The aggressive push by Ham, and then for them to team shoot, that would have been a W for them. But the problem was there were so many teams there. Torch had already made their rotation up to the plane and was able to shoot them in the back. Torch did a good job of stealing a lot of kills early, making sure that they get enough kills on their board. Those are great plays. That shows you the change in the way comp is played. It used to be that comp was played, everybody just get to hard cover and you stay in the hard cover for as long as possible. That's not how the game goes anymore. Now teams are more out in the open and they're shooting they're scabbing kills, they're hard pushing teams, they're all getting out and letting letting other teams have it. It is a very, very, very great thing to watch, and it's fun. I'm really, really enjoying the way comp is being played right now. I think it's excellent, and I think that teams are learning and teams are playing at an all-time high. This move by Torch was wild. I felt like they left Quakes to die, but I guess sometimes you have to leave. Like you have to go without them. And then they got enough reses right here to make some things happen. I think they made the right call. That shack play is just really dangerous nowadays. It used to be a time where the shack play was the way to play the game. But now the shack play is just difficult because everybody can shoot. So everybody's just going to hold the shack or they're going to shoot you through the window. And the shack is, people know about it, right? So at a time, nobody knew about the shack. Nobody knew people would ever play that. We just was like, man, why would the shack be there? But now people know that people are going to make the play for the shack. So the shack play is just hard. Good nades by them and way to push down by Mixfinity. Mixfinity also was the one who put Slaughter Gang into a very bad position, able to get their knocks and then able to get some confirmations right here. Yoda had a huge game right there that allowed his team to claim the victory. RMV might be the sleeper team to watch. They clearly have won the last two games, and I'm not sure if when everybody looked at these rosters that they expected that to happen. I think they thought that there were some shoe-ins for first and second and third, and right now it's looking like there's a little bit of a shakeup going on because RMV is playing so well. You love to see it. You love to see teams maturing and teams playing even better than they have played before. Well done by RMV. Nice to see it. Right here, D just pushed down to a tree. Had no idea that Yoda was already looking. Yoda couldn't find him at first, so he checked every tree. Then he heard Lucid popping off. Checks the shack. Man, Lucid got hit for 81 right there. If Yoda takes that shot, that Molly just ran up just a little too high. That was almost a W. And now he catches, man, that smoke. So D probably thought he was inside the smoke and there was no way he could have been seen. But clearly that wasn't how it actually played out. Again, well done by RMV. Well done by Mixfinity. Mixfinity had been away for a while, but they came back and they are playing playing great. With that being said, we're going to a brief intermission. It's on 3 minutes, but we want to make it 4. I'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. This is the PCL, and I am your host, Invasion Bing. I also will have a co-host this game with I Am Prime. So hold on for like 3 seconds, and we'll get you right into that. All right, as you can see, the flight path is going to be from military to Severny right here. Prime, are you with us?
Indeed, I am. Hello.
Hey, how you doing, man? We have just seen back-to-back victories from RMV. We had one game they had a crazy amount. In that game, I think they just ended up with 15 kills. And that's going to, as we switch it to the scoreboard, RMV is going to take the lead right here. Going to put them in first place. They have 115 points right there and 68 kills, which means that placement points are doing them a lot of justice. And in the second place, there's Winner Circle with 107 points. Avita with 87 points in third. Torch in fourth with 65. And Valid making a stand and coming and moving up to fifth place. There are a lot of teams that we were looking or we were talking about prior to the games actually starting and saying that they were going to have a great deal of success in this league, and currently they're not. It looks like the veteran teams that play a lot are standing strong, and the performances. Yoda doing a great job of getting his team some placement points and some kills. Mass getting a lot of kills, and Warhawk doing a ton of damage. I think this speaks volume to the fact that playing in a public lobby is not anything near playing in the PCL. I think that's what this comes down to being. And you can, it's clear to me, right? And then even teams that I thought were going to do even better, like SLG and the mates, aren't carrying over their success from TPP into FPP. Not this season. Doesn't look like it, Prime.
That's very interesting because usually that is their flavor, that is their preferred perspective, if you will. But you like to see these other teams step up and actually start making names for themselves and just being in the top 5 with the placements and also raking up kills. I did see last game there was a huge fight between Ham and was that other team that they pulled up on?
They pulled up on the mates.
On the mates, and then every knock that Ham got, Torch literally stole 2 or 3 kills out of that 4.
Very intriguing. I personally, Prom, I'm excited to see that Ham had the confidence to stop there no matter what, right? Because what tends to happen to them is that they play pub lobby so much that they believe that there's a difference. There is a difference, but their game, AVG, gonna go down to the mates inside of Primorsk. Wait, that's not Primorsk. I'm sorry, inside of Pachinki. And then down here, we see that SOG decides that they just want to start winning games, and they're over that little ego beef that they had, and they came down here to have a fight in military. Our camera is somewhere far, to be honest.
We're way north.
Oh, we are by Severny here. We're going to have to just talk. Well, actually, we're in a great spot for the zone.
In zone, we're good to go.
Oh, man, please takes Diffie down on that 1v1. Diffie sometimes ends up in a position where he loops further away from his team, and he has to win a 1v1 in order to survive into the next game. And please not only takes down Diffie, but also 007 right there. That's 2 members down for Valid. As I just got done speaking so highly of them and moving into 5th place, we're going to see if Bazaar and Shogun can continue their winning ways. Right now, if I was them, I would just back all the way up and try to make a play towards Zarky or something of that nature, just so I could ensure that we make it further into the game instead of taking these fights in North George.
Yeah, sometimes that's a rough spot for Diffie because he has to rely on RNG and having good gear and good guns to be able to fight. And if a whole team pushes him, like you said, that was a 1v1, which is fortunate for him. If a whole team pushes him, chances are he's not going to live to see the next zone.
He's playing on the drop a high risk, high reward situation where he can, if nobody drops with him, he could get a lot of loot. But if somebody does drop with him and contest him, it's just straight RNG from that point, right? Because he could pick up a mini, and that guy could pick up a barrel. That participant can pick up a barrel with a with a 3 vest and a red dot, and that's it. Like he stands no chance in that fight, right? So it's just he's making a high risk, high reward. It's paid off for him a couple of days, and this is to be honest with you, this is the circle that Valid wins usually, or Valid does really well in, because Valid usually rotates to the circle. They usually loot like Mansion, right, and then drive around Poly, and then they get into the circle before anybody else does. But in this particular situation, they landed in circle, and he tried to loot something that was different from where he loots, and that's a popular place to go. So, GG's to him. Just a learning experience, right? Everything's a learning experience. I just don't think he'll make that same rotation again.
Exactly. Just a tough break for him, just like you said. Diffie's a great player. He is, in my experience, I believe he's that kind of player that does need a little bit of loot if he feels like he's going to be effective.
True.
In the late game situation. He doesn't need a lot of loot for the first fight. He's a guy who can pretty much pick up anything and get a knock. But Diffie always believes in end game situations. He doesn't believe in the measuring contest of dropping hot with another team. He'd rather get his loot in a competition like this and then, make the right rotations and then pick the fights when they are the bully.
True.
So that's how they play.
Ham is gonna make
the spot right here, Bing.
This is decent by them, right? This is a Torch spot. Torch always goes here. Now that Torch can't get here, the fact that Effects drove here on the motorcycle, it shows the growth for their team. For me, at least one person to do the scouting. If he dies, he dies, but you can go there, you can't go there. What was happening before was that wasn't paying off for them, but right now this is excellent. Now the question is, usually they don't have a 4-man either. That's something that's important to say, but what the question is can they protect this compound the right way? And Torch is going to go to shooting range, which is just bizarre.
Yeah, you never see anyone go to shooting range. We always talked about it, even in early PCLs. What's also interesting is Severny is completely vacant.
People, Prime, they have moved away from it.
Right.
And
that's a smart play, but others will rotate.
Except for this right here. No, I think like teams don't go here at all in the PCL for some reason. They just don't. It just it never. If at the most they go to this corner, but that's as far as they go. They don't. I don't know. I don't know what happened. They must have had a meeting. Big meeting, bro. There's certain places, right? There's certain places that these teams just don't frequent, and I think Severny is the reason. You could drop Severny, right? And I think that's what really happens. People think, well, with this flight path, there's somebody there already, but nobody ever goes. Now Myth is gonna run right into slinging and dinging. Joker's hurt. Pug's gonna make him pay.
There's the barrel.
Oh, you're gonna see. That's all you're gonna see, right? But Pugs is such a good player, man. I hope he finds a team with some consistency, and that he can be there with a 4-man, and that they can practice, and he can show how good he is as a player. I don't think he gets enough credit for his accomplishments as a solo. It's because he was kind of late on the scene, right? Like, so we already have our favorites, and he got there kind of late, but he can play the game at a high clip.
That's very true.
Oh, so this is Trash making a rotation up here. The game number 1, they were in the 2nd place. They made some really good rotations that put them in a position to win the game. They ended up not winning that game, but let's see if they can duplicate that success that they had in that game. SLG's rotating in slowly right here. And then we have the mates right here. So they're going to end up into a little altercation, I think.
If you're smart, you know not to go that far by that compound. That's got to be hit. You make this hard right here if you're in trouble, and you go up the hill. And that is exactly what they're doing.
He can't come this way either. He has to just go
cannot come that
straight.
way.
Yeah.
Right.
This
This
is,
puts them in the center of the zone, though.
but this is
So
the,
they may take this compound or try to at least.
they got a chance too, because WC is just a two-man. Now, my play in this particular circle is definitely the plane. Like, I'm going plane right now, and it's going to get me through at least 2 zones. And if I go plane, it gets me through 2 zones, and I might get some kills. I'm good, because I know I can't hit these 2 houses right here, of course. But plane should be vacant, and it won't be vacant in like 3 seconds. it won't be vacant in like 3 seconds.
Not the best spots, but there are still some vacant spots if any of these teams are looking to go somewhere. Right there around your cursor, and Roz, surprisingly, and Watertown are still available.
True.
Not likely a team will go there because obviously they don't believe the zone's going to shift back that way. But if you're just trying to play safe, you could go there.
And that's a trouble going down. Psycho and Kid. So the thing is that if you're not paying attention to the kill feed, you don't know who knocked you. You don't know how many people they have, right? There should have been an instant call out from SLG to say, this is WC. There are 2 of them. Oh, Psycho's hurt as well. Psycho's gonna get that knock now. Mask. Now this hurts now, right? That one knock allows them to get everybody up. Psycho's just gonna play the use Kid as bait.
You have to. Mass is gonna try to retreat here.
Now with that,
he's gonna call for the res.
oh,
He's taking shots out there and don't miss. Confirms that.
There they go on top of this hill right here. I was just gonna say that, Prime. As soon as the other teammates got here, it should have been an instant play to res Kid. But as we see, Slaughter Gang, being one of the most aggressive teams in the PCL, pushes down and tries to get some of that action right there. Rat-a-tat, Prime. Jesus, man. He's such a good player with the DMR, man. He might be the best DMR. I go through stints where I think the best DMR person is switches from like PCL to PCL. But in the past 3 PCLs or the past 3 like events that I have done, Rat-a-tat has been the best DMR user by far. Like by far. That's why he leads the teams in damage, and he usually gets a lot of kills. It's just he's just picking them apart with these DMRs. It's just such fun to watch.
Oh, interesting. I apparently can't hear me either in the stream. I'm hearing.
Really? I wonder if
like Mask finally got taken down as well by Rat-a-tat.
Mask gonna go down as well, huh? Well, let me check out this look over here. Oh, looks like we have a fight going on up top as well. Let me go over there and check that out. I hope they can hear you now, Prime.
I hope so too. No big deal.
It's wild.
Torch doing a good job holding down shooting range. R&B making their way around. They are going to have to leave as well, though, being. Because they are sitting outside of zone. They got 20 seconds to make a decision, and R&B looking like they are headed towards the plane, or maybe just driving around and scouting here.
I don't know where they're going. They're out in the open right here, and then they're going to come back in. This is a good spot right here for the mates. The mates money spot, but then look at this. PKU's going to push this fight right here, and it's, oh, man.
It's a very tough circle too, because there are not a lot of compounds in this area. This is similar zone to what we saw last game, just shifted over a little bit.
True. Bizarre takes down work mode. These are going to be some very, very tough situations. Work mode is going to get stolen. Effects can't hop out right there, and he does. He might get ran over.
didn't get ran over, which it was close for him, like you said, but he definitely got caught. G Power is down. This is a massacre here. 3-team fight. This is not what you want at phase 3.
Critic has to knock Psycho. There it goes.
He does. Good shots.
Folsey gonna put some shots down on Trouble. Folsey's gonna go down to Trouble as well.
Trouble doing a good job getting the flush, getting the confirm. Now it's a 1v1 between him and Critic. This is going to be a pretty good fight. PKU still kind of involved here too.
It's so
Trouble died.
Critic killed him.
Yeah.
So now it's just gonna be Critic and PKU. So Critic got out a little bit behind because he saw the commotion that was gonna happen, and then it was able to get those confirmations.
The door is blocked for the garage from the buggy, so AIM would have to go all the way around to get into the garage to get a fight with Critic. Stonks is also out of position. He's going to come down.
Oh.
Now here's a 1v1 here.
Already going to do some damage right there, but take some damage on himself. He's going to try to hop out the window. Didn't do it. Wasn't able to do it. AIM taking him down.
And during that gun altercation, RMV also has been eliminated.
Oh, no three-peat. Very rare to see a three-peat anyway, but no three-peat. Bazaar's going to take down Dom over here, and that means it's going to be a 2v1 on this side of the mountain from what I see. Oh, remember, it's just Bazaar and Shogun because Diffie and 007 went down already. He gonna take down Quakes on that play right there as well. Tyrannical puts himself in crazy positions and stays alive the whole time, bro. Like
He really does.
I've never understood
like that
it.
hiding in plain sight kind of thing. This time he does go down to Blackjack.
Blackjack is playing really well. He does a very good job for Trash. Another person that isn't talked about a lot, but plays very well. Dimshit gonna get that kill on Baby Joey. And then we have this is Mixfinity just holding this side right here. And then we have Beard. And I think that is who is with them. Is it Joker? No, it's America. Beard and America in the shack. I'm gonna get taken down by Bazaar. Valid doing a really good job staying in the game right here, even though there's just two of them. And now we have the mates. The mates holding. The mates are in the best position. This is a good compound to go to, but you know they're gonna. You get beeline, you go that. Oh, look at this.
Oh no. He's just trying to hide, stay out of dodge, and get picked on in the shack.
Ooh, he double-headed with that barrel. Bro, that's why it's so tough, man, because if you get it shoots so well, it shoots off the hip. And as soon as you get hit with the man, it shoots so fast, it can hit you off the hip. And it works for headies, and the heady multiple, like it just does so much damage as a 7.62 weapon. I just can't see them keeping this the meta for too long. I just can't. I can't see that happening. At the least, they buff the M4 to be equivalent, so you can have an actual gun off. You know what I'm saying? Like right. It's important. So Lou. AV's in a tough situation. Projects is over here, and then they're gonna push over to get some more shots down, and then Trash has them pinched as well. AV has found themselves prime in this position every single game.
Here's my question for you: do you just do you revert the changes of the M4, and it is a gun that can be compared again, or do you add the point back and speed up the reload?
I make the M4 the AK. I mean, I make the M4 like the very, very first M4 ever made.
Oh, nice.
If it's me, oh, here comes AV. I think that is the way to fix everything. I mean, the reason why they changed it was because it was a god gun, right? Well, the barrel's a god gun, so you might as well just make two.
And the UMP is basically the M4 right now, statistic wise, or not now, but the M4 was when it was good, statistic wise, bullet velocity and the versatility.
Yo, Flexed almost got that kill on Sweeney. I was wondering if he was gonna get it, be in that position, and here slinging and dinging, get caught by the other two members of Avita. Is this Avita's game to win right here? Maybe. I think that the meta has shifted away from SMGs, even though SMGs work. But if you're gonna shift the meta away from SMGs, don't shift it to one gun. Instead, shift it to all the AK, all the ARs, right? Like, who cares?
Yeah.
Right now, you're just forcing everybody to pick up a barrel. The meta in this particular game is SLR barrel. In the PC, it's barrel SLR. If you don't pick up in this, you can get away with it, right? In the PCL, you can get away with running an AK or something like that. But in the PCS, if you don't have a barrel SLR, you just can't compete. It's impossible. Somebody on your team has to run that.
The M4 Mini in the PCS, or actually as a PC at the time.
Right, you have to run that. Yeah, you have to run that. It's important. Like, a team is always gonna find something to run that's better. But it would just be nice if you could run either AR. Right, that makes every weapon on the game decent. And I love it. More shots going out right here. Stonks, this is gonna be a great pull up if they pull up into this building.
Looks like they are. I'm pretty sure PUBG will figure it out, though. They'll look at the numbers and realize certain guns are not being picked up anymore, and they'll definitely confirm why.
I agree.
It's interesting. I saw some stats on Vikendi. You know, it was last season. The M4 was the most picked up weapon on Vikendi.
I can bet that. I think the MP5 is trash. Me personally, I hate it. I don't pick it up ever.
That is so interesting. That the gun, and that's when it was nerfed too.
Quakes lagged out. That's what happened to them. And now, this is a good ridge for Valid. This is a tough team for them to fight on this ridge. They have to get an entry knock. If they don't get an entry knock, it's gonna cause them a lot of issues. Sweeney does a good job of healing, bro. He'll be half fight, hurt, get his heal off. It's just, he does a really good job of that. A lot of players, it's more than just shooting in PUBG, and that's what a lot of people don't know. You have to realize when to pull away from a fight. You have to realize when to heal, and I think that plays a major factor. Does Shogun know that there's somebody in here? Of course he does. Here comes the mouth. That's a nade.
Be nice to have a C4 in this position.
Oh my goodness. Bazaar's gonna get beamed by Stonks.
He took the foot route and it did not work for him. Stonk's gonna get the flush. Shogun gonna try to, but he's not gonna be able to peep him. This is where aim needs to come down and help Stonks, though, because he's out of position. Shogun and Stonks now in a fight, or pseudo fight, if you will.
Shogun doing a really good job right here. If he could get back, and Beard gonna go down.
And America, so they are eliminated.
Man,
Tactical is toting the MK14.
I know that this seems like a good spot to be in, but it's time to get in the vehicle and figure out a way to get out of there. Here comes AV. AV's gonna hold this hill. This is a good ridge. They might be able to collect all these kills on this side. Bro, there's so many good players in the PCL, right? And I believe that these guys should be as famous, or if not more famous, than the PGC people. Because Ratatat, from Warhawk to Ratatat to the Blackjack to Baby Joey, right? Like, these guys are oh my gosh. AV should be like, people should know who you guys are. That's incredible. That's incredible right there for AV. AV, that is incredible. Good push over there. Same thing for all these guys. I think my goal is to make it so that these guys are well known, because the way they play this game is incredible. Shots going out. You said that was Tacticals with that. Tacticals with the MK, putting projects in a tough spot. 5 teams up, 13 alive.
Yeah, Just gonna call that out here.
My apologies.
And no, you're fine. And in a peculiar spot
Mm-hmm.
for the zone to end, you gotta believe it may. This compound is good for one more zone here, maybe two.
It might hurt them though in the long run here, Prime, because what's going to happen is you can see the mates are going to move their way around the outside of one side, and then RMV is going to move their way on the outside of another side, and then the team on the inside is just going to be the focus at the end by everybody. And there it goes. Stunks is going to get shot at. Projects is going to go down to Tacticals. Somebody else has an MK. D has an MK as well. So it's 2 MKs out here. Sparky's just going to take both of those kills, and 4 teams up.
Is this one of those positions where we see players get stuck in the house too long?
Right.
They put themselves out.
100% sure. 100%. This is, and then the real issue is that both teams on the outside have 4 members, right? So this is really a fight between Avita and the mates. And then after that fight is over, it'll be a different kind of fight. Lou gonna get taken down by aim. Now that's not what you need. And Lou rotated down into a very, very hard position. His teammates are not gonna be able to get him without risking it. Wow. But AV is one of those teams that it doesn't matter how many people they got up. Their depth chart is so good that they don't need them all. They don't need everybody.
This is exactly what you called out earlier, with AV just being good at range with DMR shots. Tack is going to get rezzed here, but we don't know how long he's going to stay alive. AV Lou is down.
Oh, wow. My goodness.
Oh my goodness. That is just the luck of the draw there. I'm sure Shogun is literally scratching his head. But that's just literally the angle that they had to pull up at, and Shogun goes down. Oh my goodness.
I need to know I need Sparky to tell me if he saw him on the pull up. Let's get in there. Let's see what we see. Standard is gonna take gonna be down a little bit. Look, SLR barrel. They pick, no matter what, you gotta have it.
And with the increased loot, there's enough for everyone.
Oh,
there's enough to go around for everyone.
Yep, Dimshik's on fire. Everybody can have one at the same time. Everybody in the whole game. Dimshik's gonna go down, I think. I'm trying to find you guys a good angle right here. No, Dimshik does not go down.
Love the new addition of the top 4 teams up at the top right.
It's really nice, so you could tell. Even if there are 5 teams up, it still works.
Nice.
Right there. I think Stonks went down. So now it's really like I said, it's a SLG. It's a mates and a Vita fight right now. Oh my goodness, Tack. Good shots by Tacticals. But Tacticals and Ratatat, 2 of the best at range right here.
You got to be careful. Do you think he's aware that Sweeney is
no, sir. Here? I don't think so. I know he knows Standards is up there, but I don't think he knows that Sweeney's up there. And then there he goes.
I know.
And that cracked his vest. So the thing about Tacticals is the risk taker on their team, right? So he has the wide flanks, and that sometimes causes him to take a lot of damage. But he just went down. So Tacticals went down and Ratatat went down. Now, this hard push right here, Sweeney is still in a good position to get everybody from behind as Dimshik pushes over. They're not going to let Ratatat get picked up. Stannis goes down to Sparky. Now, that's what I was talking about. So they do a good job of getting that entry knock, and then they're going to hard push over there, all of them, on the mates. That's why they're such a good team.
Big headshot on Sweeney, and the dogs have been released.
It's just Sweeney left. I know it says 3 up there, but it's 2 down. It's just Sweeney. Here come the shots out. Sparky got to hit those. Free-firing them, of course. Down he goes. GG. Oh.
GG, the mates. Mates with the dub.
I'll take you guys right into that instant replay action. Now, the mates get, 13 kills right there, and AV put down 13 kills as well. GG's to those teams, but it was the mates, AV, PKU, then Valid Valid lost those members early in the game, Prime, but it didn't hurt their chances of getting to the top 5. So they did what they needed to do.
Well played. You got to expect that these guys are that good. Well played.
I forgot Shogun stayed alive a long time until he got ran over right there. He was in a position to maybe get, third place while everybody was focused on PKU. PKU did a good job of staying alive. The tough situation right here is for Slaughter Gang, right? Because Slaughter Gang has been shooting at both sides and is getting knocks, but it's a 4-man on both sides of them, and they're the only team that's outside of cover. So they're the team that they're going to focus first, and that's exactly what just happened to them in that situation. Just tough placement for them towards the end of the game.
Yeah, it was. And it was interesting too, because we saw all the way up until this point that the mates had such a good spot. Like, they were able to avoid fights, and they were also in the best position from what the zones was given. Avita did have a good spot, obviously, on the hill. And just like you called out earlier, that was just an absolute tough position for the two teams that were in the house, which was PKU and what team is that Shogun is on? I believe
he's on Valid.
Valid. Okay, yeah, that team that you called out earlier. Slaughter Gang was in the roughest spots because they obviously died before being able to get to their spots. But Shogun, like you said, I need to know as well if Sparky knew that Shogun was up against the house there, or if he just drove right into the house and then got a kill and said, whoa.
Right. I wonder if his reaction was, wow, well, that's one for us. Like, that was, it seemed to be like a really, really tough situation for, I don't want to say tough. It was a, what's that word we're looking for? Well, it was just a coincidence, I guess. Oh, I don't know. Yeah. Just happened to happen, and you'll take it. Everybody's had that before, but I've never seen it in a comp game. Like you know, where you're playing in a pub game and you're just driving across the field and boop, boop, you get a kill. You get a kill, right?
Speed bump action.
Right, and that's what it kind of reminded me of right there. But again, well played. I think that makes it a good job, and you could tell that the focus since SLG didn't drop at Pachinki with them, that allows them to get out here and make plays. When two top teams drop on each other, the fights are a lot longer because you have to account for them. You can't just W key a particular player and group up. What you do is you take your time because you're afraid and you know that team is talented. They got dropped on by a 2-man and were able to take the 2-man down, and then they were able to get back into their normal rotations. What's happening to them? What's been happening to them recently? They be getting in that fight with SLG, and it lasts like 3 phases, and then they're just behind. They're behind on the loot, they're behind on the rotations, and they're behind on the gunfights that they should be in, and they don't have any knowledge of where anybody is, and it costs them in the game. So no matter who wins that fight, whether it's SLG or the mates, that team won't go on to win the game. It's only 2 of them. Like, usually one person escapes, you know what I'm saying, out of there, and that's just a waste of potential and a waste of a chance to win the game. And for you guys at home, if you wonder why these teams don't just immediately drop on each other if they're 2 good teams, that's the reason. You put yourself in a situation where it's a 50-50 and it's RNG and you don't know who's going to stay alive, and it's really not worth it at all to do that in my opinion.
At all. That's true.
It just doesn't, does the ends justify the means? I don't think it does. But with this, we're going to go into a 3-minute intermission, 3 or 4 minute intermission, depending on, let's go 4. 4-minute intermission.
Stick around.
One more game. Right, one more game, Prime. And this will be the end of day number 2. With that being said, we are going to that intermission. Thank you guys. Sorry. This is the PCL. I am your host, Invasion Bing. I'm here alongside I Am Prime, and we are bringing you FPP action, the fourth and final match of the Money Round day number 3. That last game was won by RMV. That last match was won by the Mates. The two before that were won by RMV. Prime, how do you feel about that?
I thought RMV was going to pull out the trio, the three-peat, but they did not, unfortunately. They still have a great chance of winning game 4, but what a great game. We've had 2 zones in the upper northwest part, just above George Pool. We got to have a millie zone here with a great flight path going pretty much from east to west at equal parts of the map. Let's see if we can get the zone to go military here. Bing is going to transition us right into the scores after 3.
Oh,
With RMV being in first place after these matches with 115 points. Dub C in second place, 8 points behind first place with 107, and they're tied with the Vita in second place as they have 107 points as well. And the rest to follow, the Mates have 72, Ballot with 66, with that valiant effort from Shogun last game, unfortunately getting ran over by a car from a pull-up from Sparky. But we're going to get underway for match number 4 of 4. And this, you said this is day 1 or day 2?
this is day 3.
FPP?
This is 3. This is the second week. But we got to give you guys this disclaimer. Remember, we are playing in console PUBG. So that means we do not have the same spectating options as PC. What we have to do is we have to drown ourselves or kill ourselves in some form or fashion. Then we are able to enter the flyover camera. As we're in the flyover camera, we know that we could switch to the player perspective, but we're not able to get out of the player perspective once we do that. So we stay in the flyover camera as long as possible, and we tend not to go through the ground just because we do not want to disconnect from the match. We tend to do that as it messes with the rendering of the game. So with that being said, we're back. But they are making some adjustments, so we will no longer have to do that. Thank you, PUBG, and we'll continue to bring it to you this way until that changes. But Prime, I was about to make a statement about the millie zone, right? They asked me in the Discord to somehow prevent a millie's drop because they've had so many in a row.
Wow. So what did they expect? Like if we see the military zone, a sure military zone, that you have to like just back out? I'm confused.
No, man, they just thought I was doing some sort of voodoo over here, making sure it was.
So more of a facetious comment.
Right. SLG drops, and the Mates drop in Pachinki again, and Slinging. Oh, and Evasion also drops there, trying to get it. Now, this is a smart play by a team like Evasion. Drop in, wait for them to start fighting, pick off everybody else, right? It seems like a great idea. Project's going to go down to AVG Barry. That's going to happen over here in Roz. And Barry caught Projects looting by himself because that's what happens when you drop in these locations, and he takes him down. Don't Miss gets taken down as well. Now D has to sprint over there. I don't know, Prime. I don't know, man. I haven't been an IGL on a team in so long, but I think I hate it. I think I hate the split. Like, I think I really hate it, bro. Like to lose your best player because he split by himself. Even in this situation, look at this. They know Diffie saw them. They saw Diffie. Now they're beelining him because he's by himself. I don't know if it's worth it. Like, how much loot do you need right now, especially with the loot buff? Right. But people still feel like it's the way to go. D takes down Barry with the what?
With an M24.
Yeah, I just wanted to see how close he was.
To peek them. Yeah, he had to peek him, and then he must have had the equipment he needed to get that.
Oh man, if he hit him with the irons, he gets the confirmation.
No, he gets a headshot to confirm right there.
Right, with the confirmation, but he headshot him at first too to knock him, I think. Holy bro, yeah.
Some kind of visual, some kind of optic.
So here we go. SLG popping those shots down at the Mates and Baraku, Pugs, and Dingus. You know how you know what they're doing. They're just waiting. They're just waiting on their opportunity. Yeah, I would do that. I would definitely do that. I would just be. They're gonna rotate out of this fight again. Bad Karma shooting at D, and up here you can see Valid was able to make it back and help out Diffie, and now Mask gonna go down to Bazaar. That's a headshot with the Scar. I've been told that the Scar is now a better gun than the M4. Do I believe it?
Told that as well.
I don't know if I believe it, but it is what it is, right? I guess picked up off the floor, it would be a better gun, right? Because it reloads faster, so you would be able to do more damage over a shorter period of time.
Yeah, but also I've been told that there literally is little to no recoil when adding a magnified optic. So you add a 4 times or 6 times, and the gun is a lot more stable than the M4. Is what I'm told. That is by creature of habit for myself, and probably for you too. I've had a bad history with the Scar personally, so I do not run it.
Oh, I'm picking up the M4 no matter what.
I agree.
The M4, they can nerf the M4 to pieces, Prime. I'm still picking up the M4. Like I die in games because I'm running the M4. Like I don't care.
I agree. I'm with you there.
Nutcase is going to try to find the spot for Ham and Faulty. And see, this is that issue that you do run into when you have a scout. Your scout can be so far ahead that you don't know that they lead you into a bad spot like this right here. Faulty is going to get shot at by all of the mates now because he's just now he has to give the comms whoever's behind them to not drive that same way, and he does. See, now that's good comms by Fultzy. Oh, they take some damage, but they're still going to be able to get out of there. Still good comms by Fultzy. D finally getting taken down by Bad Karma. Warts are getting taken down by Space Havoc. Now that's something that you don't see. Oh, the problem in that situation, Prime, is Sweeney and Lou have other people in their vehicle. No, they don't. He got tagged from this compound over here. Wow, that's just Rat-a-tat. That's just Rat-a-tat shooting good shots, bro. Oh my goodness.
Both were headshots. That's just unfair. You're a defenseless driver just trying to mind your business, and you receive a bullet to the head. It's not fun.
Now, Nutcase has to give out those comms again because they can't drive by RMV, especially now with RMV being as hot as they are right now. 15 teams still up right here going into phase number 2. PKU is going to make that rotation all by themselves up here towards Vita, and then we have Torch making their rotation in as well. Valid in a good spot. They've already got their kill on Dub C, and they have caused some issues. That's fine. Look at this rotation. Money. Now this is a team that's learning how to play the game at a high level. I hope they go to Gaka. That'll give them some space to loot and something to protect. Trash is in our zigzag compound down here, which is good for this circle. I've never seen anybody ever go to this compound right here.
Just about to say that. And then also another popular compound along the let's call it the Primorsk Road is very vacant as well, just below the quarry.
Oh, this one right here.
The one on the road to your right a little bit. This
one, facts. I think so. All right, these guys, they got to get a knock here. This is important for them.
Somebody in that car is literally down to one shot.
They weren't able to get their shots out in time. It's like they didn't expect the team to pull up, and they weren't able to put down a lot of shots on them. This is actually going to put them in a very bad position. They should probably move their vehicles towards the closer into the compound so it can protect them, because Torch is just going to put down shots on them for the remainder of the time that they're in that compound. And now we have fighting going on. It looks like Kid able to get a knock on Sparky, gonna hit him with the Groza.
Somebody picked up some hot loot on the way. That's a little bit of old teammate violence there.
That's true. Here comes trouble just to make sure they can he can help out here in this situation. His car is literally one shot.
I'll also say that Kid used to look up to Sparky if he doesn't still. He was the one who probably recruited Kid. I mean, I know Psycho is the guy of that team, but I used to see Kid run with Sparky a lot. When Kid was trying to make his stance in joining SLG.
I see. I see.
So almost like Mr. Miyagi being taken out by Danielson there.
That's true. Sparky does a lot for the mates, and without him being in this game, they're gonna have to stick closer together and make sure that they can confirm some of those kills. It looks like we have a zone shift. Look at the mass exodus of people into the next zone, the next circle. This is the spot. Now, yep. I've watched Ham. Ham likes Corey, so they're gonna go Corey top Corey. RMV gonna go bottom Corey.
Myth is going towards your favorite compound in this particular zone as well.
Myth is it's just America by himself. Yep, that's a good spot for him to be. They're going. So this is the fight that you're gonna see. You're gonna see Ham fight RMV. You're gonna see the wild thing for me right here is nobody drives by that zigzag compound at all because you know somebody's gonna be there. Like you just don't even go to it at all.
And there's so many good angles because it's on elevation is you can't get close because you'll get shot regardless.
What if they get a knock on Yoda? Now
there it is.
This is an important knock. If effects, they haven't been able to keep effects alive after their first engagement. Oh, Fosi goes down, Nutcase goes down as well, and
that was a scar too. I wonder what Faulty had.
Faulty didn't get a chance to shoot. I don't think, Prime.
Okay.
I think he got wrapped. He got wrapped up, and then he was focused on one side. Came up the dude came up the edge and caught him. But Critic must have DC'd. Because Critic is still in the compound.
Tough break for him. They just can't seem to put together a decent game here. Maybe Critic could give them
some placement, right?
Yeah, some placement here. He's a good solo player, so the person you want up would be him, right?
That's true. We'll see what he does. He's just going to stay in that compound for a little bit. They made it. I think that rotation is a good rotation. I just don't understand. Like they have to figure out their second rotation. That's the one that's getting them. And then Space Havoc gonna go down to Kid. Kid is on a tear right now with that Groza Prime.
Anybody with the Groza will be on a tear in the PCL.
That's true.
We're talking about guys who can shoot anything, let alone a crate weapon.
Arguably the best one, depending on who you're talking to. Second, I guess.
That and the were you gonna say that in the MK?
Of course.
Even though the A-dub is it? Yeah.
I don't. The MK you could just use in every situation, so it's just so good. RMV takes that spot. Now this spot seemed to be a good spot, right? But it turns out to be bad because you have to go down this mountain to be like your next rotation. I know it's in the middle of the zone right here, but this is only phase number 3. So if phase 4 doesn't go to Quarry, it's gonna go down somewhere else, and this team is gonna have to rotate down. And as they rotate down, it's gonna be open. It's gonna be an open season on them because of teams like Valid waiting for this team to get out. These 3 compounds right here, Parm, are just so good, right? And from what I've watched in the PCL since my time of doing it, where trash is, Team 11 is just too good. And Team 6, you have to make it all the way through this swamp to get them. And the only way you can shoot at them is by going is by exposing yourself. And the place that Valid is in down here, nobody ever goes. So you can just sit there for as long as you want and you'll be fine. Now we're going to have some shots from RMV back and forth to PKU. This next circle shift is going to be super important for both teams. For all the teams. Sorry, for both teams. Like there was only 2 teams up. This is Avita is team 12. And then Mixfinity is this team on the hill that we're looking at right now.
Not a bad spot for Mixfinity here.
I agree,
avoiding
Prime.
compounds and just kind of staying alive. They're in a good spot, and they are in a good. They have a good chunk of zone
They
and a
do
lot of real estate.
they do a good job to playing to their team's strengths, and their team's strengths are being in the open, letting them do whatever they have to do, and then rotating away from fights, and then as soon as they get a knock or something, pushing that fight with everybody, full sending it.
We are told that the Scar with the 3.5 grip is a preferred choice for some users.
That
Critic gets spun out here. This may be the end for him right here.
this is going to be almost impossible for this young man to survive.
I agree. He's got Torch, some of the best range shooters in the game, and scalpers in the game, and he's got SLG on the other side.
Psycho's just he's getting saved. Psycho gets knocked by Dom, which is gonna let Critic get a heal off right here.
Wow.
I don't. Oh, Trouble gets knocked as well by Dom.
Trouble will get res. I don't know if Psycho is resable.
Oh, they're not getting Psycho. But look at this from behind. SLG, not SLG. Wait, where's Flex shooting? Trash got a knock on Hat.
Oh my goodness. And Torch is pulling up here, Bing. This saves Critic. Critic not taking shots at Damo.
But he should.
But then Quakes pulls up behind him and gets him.
He didn't notice that he was gonna get pushed by that one-on-one. He could have just took the one-on-one right there and stayed alive. But GG's. I don't know where Trash got the knock from, Prom. I have no idea where they're located. Now Mole's gonna be the last person up for SLG. Mole's gonna.
Oh my goodness.
Mole's gonna knock Dom. But here comes Slinging and Dinging. And Baraku.
Mole's got to do his best to stay alive here. He does not realize that Team 3 is coming, though.
He has no shot, no chance. Tacticals takes down Baby Joy. He gotta get.
Sweeney gets to confirm, so there's a third over there.
Now if you're Mole, you know, Prime, you have to get out of there. It's not worth.
Yeah, for 10 seconds left in phase 4 and you don't have zone.
Oh, all these people are dead.
Everyone's dead, yeah. Except Torch, because they are good with just disengaging and taking the vehicle.
Dom is talking to one about it right now. Get your heels on. We are leaving, boys. There's no reason for us to be here. Look at the time. They instantly got into this vehicle, left Dom by himself. Dom has to get into the other one. Torch must have. Oh, Mo picks up Hat.
Oh, wow. He did, yeah, because they ended up getting knocked. You know what happened is when Pugs got the knock on one of the players from Torch, that allowed him to so Matt lives to see what other game.
And Trash was right behind them. That's what I didn't see, Prime. They were close. Trash rotating again right now. Valid is also here. Let me swing this camera a little bit. Valid is still right there. There it goes. This is what we're leading to see. Pug's gonna go down to Lucid. Lucid is on this hill right here. Oh man, Stonks goes down to Beard. It's just a open season on everybody.
Yeah, it is. Pugs down. Baraku maybe down here.
Probably just using their last bit of smokes going out.
Somebody's gonna have to poop and create more smoke.
More smoke.
There's no more smoke left.
Torch is trying to focus Hat and Mole. Please takes down Baraku. That's on that other hill. Hat gonna go down to Quakes.
No getting Hat here. Mole's gonna have to
Beard taking down Stonks. Mole's gonna try to tank the blue here for a little while because he can't run up that way, but he doesn't know what just happened over here.
Exactly. Does not know what happened to evasion.
Oh man.
I think Mole right now would just be happy with getting a kill out of this circumstance here.
Right, just getting one knock right here would be all right. But after this phase hits, he's gonna be in a very, very bad spot if he doesn't have more heals, Prime. Holy Mole.
He's hoping that they'll just forget about him, but I doubt that's what Torch is playing in.
Torch is not gonna forget about that young man. It is gonna be a tough situation for him. Trash.
Check this out. If Ham was able to stay alive, they have a good chunk of zone because that's what That's what. Who was it? PKU that they got in that fight with?
The early fight, no, it was RMV. RMV still in.
Yeah, and they're in a good spot, and they get the next zone. Mo is gonna tank, and Torch is gonna get end zone.
Mo might make it, Brian.
You think so?
If he has another heal. If he has another heal, he can make it in. He can make it in before phase 5. If phase 5 starts moving, he's going to be in a very, very bad situation when it hits. But he can make this in if he has enough heals.
I see.
However, Tyrannical's not going to move from this zone right here. Like, I know it might seem like he was leaving, but he's not leaving. He's not leaving. Until he sees that an SLG player has died to the blue, he's not leaving.
He's gonna
Told you.
As soon as he tried to go for that car, a big headshot for with a barrel and GG's.
And then RMV is going to hold valid. So you're right, Prime. RMV, the circle changed from what I thought it was going to be, and RMV is able to be in the perfect spot. Gravity knocking aim. Oh, they're in that compound right there. That's decent by them. We got it. I got to see the map view real quick so I can see what's going on.
This is that compound that you like to see in this zone. You could hold all 4 points of the compound and really do some damage. And then if you're in Quarry, I think the best spot that you would want to be would be where RMV is, right?
Right, it is true.
They are accompanied by Salad, led by Diffie there. Quakes goes down and Cheese is down. Lucid, last one up for his team, gotta make a play here. Emma's gonna go for the res as Lucid goes down, and I think Emma's gonna get the res.
That allowed Torch again. I love it. So I talk about Torch a lot, and Torch has started to change their game. They used to play all compounds to try to stay alive, but now they aggressively push people, and they usually catch them at the end of the zone, which really helps them. Oh, the mates are gonna push them though. The mates pushed out of the compound to get these kills.
They heard too much shooting going on. Way too much shooting.
Ratatat's gonna knock Dom. Wait, what?
Where is that at? Where is Ratatat?
All the way over there.
Oh my goodness. Trees must not be rendered there, Bing.
Bro, he has to have the 15 times equipped or something. Like, what are you talking about, bro? That is outrageous.
I'm sorry, trees just aren't rendered.
That is outrageous.
What is the range on that shot there? And you were just speaking highly about Ratatat earlier. He goes and he tops it off a little bit more. He raises the bar, Bing.
Bro.
He raises the bar.
Now this is gonna be a tough fight. He should rotate.
He should run. Exactly.
He should rotate.
Hey man, we're on. Yeah, I'm just trying to take a look. All right, we're just dead.
Right. What? But he gets a knock on gravity. Yo.
Shuts us up, but he will go down to Dimshik here, and Dimshik going down to M. So.
But he's gonna get these pickups. I don't think Dimshik's been knocked yet. Gravity should back up and get the pickups, and they should let Tacticals take the fight. We talked about Gravity. Again, sometimes Gravity is just the first one out, or during their push, he's the guy who's not pushing into the cover, right? So he ends up outside and by himself without any cover, and he gets knocked. He tends to get knocked a lot. They win.
Explain something. In that position, you have got to be afraid that Ratatat has that angle, because somebody got knocked from Ratatat over there.
Right, you have no idea where he's at. That's a good point, Prime. Like, you're like, where is Avita? Avita has to be close. Avita has made a move up a little closer. M is gonna get pushed by RMV. Now, RMV is not the team you want to see with a 4-man, and clearly, somehow Yoda got a gross
extra friend.
Yoda goes down though by Deadly, and then Deadly gets that confirmation, and then Blackjack is gonna take down. So a lot of these teams are just shooting from the cross, Prime. That's where all this killing is coming from.
Just good angles, great scopes, and taking their shots.
Everybody at home, we're going to do our best to get you as much action as we can, but there are a lot of people in this circle. This is phase number 6. There are 7 teams up, but there are 22 people in this. Holy crap.
What do you do when you think you have cover from the immediate team and somebody from the other side of the zone knocks you?
There's nothing you can do.
What can you do?
There's nothing you can do. You're upset at the fact that there's nobody being aggressive on that particular team, so you could just complain.
There you go.
Sometimes you have to as a player at this level, sometimes you have to understand that you're gonna get knocked. And it's gonna be sometimes a player's just made a really good play and got a really good shot. Mushu finally bleeds out. Tacticals is gonna get that confirmation. So many shots going down.
It's like, you can be playing the best defense 3/4 of the court, but Steph Curry is still gonna hit that half court three.
Right, and they can still hit the shot, right? Like, or you have Lou's gonna get taken down by disaster. You can have your hand up and James Harden hits a double step back. Like, just accept it. It is what it is. He's a bucket.
And that is why you want to put these players on that kind of platform, because they're doing things that you do not see in regular lobbies.
Disaster finally getting taken down. He was out there by himself. I was thinking that he DC'd, but so in my head, I'm like, man, if the circle goes to Disaster, he just can be in the whole game and nobody could see him. But he must have took some shots and then AV put him down. Myth is in a very good position being on top of this mountain. I thought that it was going to be on the opposite side, that RMV was going to be in a good spot, but Myth is in a very good spot. They can't get shot from behind because there's nothing this high up, so they're fine. And then they can just shoot down on everybody else. I think it's
cards and hard cover too with the cement blocks.
With the cement blocks, this is excellent. Diffie,
cement blocks, no cement here.
Diffie needs to rotate up a little bit and play closer to this wall and not get a peek going. Sweeney's gonna knock Dimshik, and it's gonna be stolen by Beard. Now, if there was something that really bothered, I talk about this all the time. People stealing or confirming my kills, tilted, bro. Like, it took me so long, right? It took me so long to knock this guy.
Which one grinds your gears more though? Is it that, or is it the one where you take the shots and then the blue zone swallows it for that?
Oh, no. So the blue zone one is tilting, but that other one, bro, Gravity gonna take down Rat Attack. Can Gravity make a play? Can Gravity get the 1v3? I'm afraid he cannot. Sweeney's gonna be one shot. Look, I told you, Sweeney always stays alive. Somehow, Bazaar's gonna go down. Diffie gonna try to go over and gonna get knocked by aim. Man, Diffie gets knocked on his rotation every time, literally. Oh!
Whoa, what a play by Shogun. He is almost always almost there.
Right, every time he gets knocked,
every time.
Like he could touch the wall, and by the time he gets to the wall, he's down. Like, it's just wild. So now we have 5 teams up. Again, Myth has not moved from this location. They're just picking people off. This is what Myth needed. Myth needed a big game. AV needs a big game too. AV needs to win this, at least come in second place. It's very important for their push to the top 3. Oh, Blackjack is a shooter, bro. I'm telling you that right now. Somebody just said in the chat that he was one of the best shooters in the game. Yeah. I had no idea. He was new to me. But he makes his statements.
Is he a new name?
He's not.
An identity?
No. Blackjack's always been his name, I think. But he just started competing. This isn't his first competition. He's competed in a few of these, but he always, he gets the most kills for their particular team all the time, bro.
Respect.
4 teams up.
Proving that guy in the chat. Right?
Correct, right?
He is one of the best shooters.
He's gonna have a one-on-one with Beard right here. Does he know? He knows now. He knows that. Prone position. Get him out.
Oh my goodness.
Blackjack, get. Oh my goodness, Blackjack.
You keep playing like this, we'll just call it the Blackjack console.
Oh my goodness, bro.
Beard was the one playing low for Myth. Almost, I guess giving his life away or just scouting for a team. And now they know that Blackjack is down there. I guess.
Right. Oh, there's somebody there. Here comes AV. There have been no C4s used all day, but Effect is gonna. Oh, pick him up. He tries to throw the smokes. All right, chat. If you guys don't know this, if you're on fire and you run into some smokes, the fire is gonna go away faster. So he throws the smokes on the fire and on himself and is able to get picked up. Loses not that much health. And then here comes Standards is going to pick up Sweeney. Those are the plays you like to see from a team right there. Now, Myth had the dominant cover. Beard went down. And now Myth is going to be is They have Deadly down low as well. I don't know. I prefer to have all my players together in this situation.
Yeah, I was gonna ask how you gonna play this here.
I would prefer to have everybody up top, and if we just die because they shoot us from up here, I'm down. This is phase number 9. Holy,
Oh yeah.
holy.
This is it.
This is it.
Teams, phase 9.
Oh my God, Joker. I thought he hit all those shots. Prime. He only hit him once.
They were good shots though.
They were definitely good shots. Nobody's gonna go down to aim.
That's crazy. Just the way those names set up, nobody's gonna go down to aim. Blackjack gonna get the res here though. Gonna save his teammate.
Commitment, Prime. Commitment.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I thought Standards had saw somebody. Boy, that was Sweeney. Holy, he got a little.
He may have a
Oh, double tapped him.
I thought that was a foot, but that was not.
Me too. I thought it was a foot. I thought it was a face. Again, Myth is in the spot. Myth is fine. Myth is fine. They just cannot take a knock right here. They have to hold. Here comes. Look at the smokes. You can't see anything.
A knock on Blackjack and the flush. Nobody gets a knock on Joker. So
Oh, that's not what they needed.
Players. Yeah. Like you said, you did not have to push out too far here. You can slowly keep going with your zone, right?
Yeah, aim knocked Sweeney. Aim's gonna get taken down by. It's a
smoke.
It's a 2v1. Oh, if the Heat had got that knock, it would have been huge for them. Now it's gonna be a 3v1.
This is where you need the old M4 to work for you.
Oh boy.
He doesn't even have an extended clip being this.
Oh.
Joker's got the res.
Oh boy.
Oh man, like you said, just that right there was position that won that game for them, and they rack up some kills. They ended up getting 9 kills from that fight, in AV in second place with 7. We got some replay action coming right back at you guys. Bing, tell us what you saw right here. We did see the gravity play, but he, like I said, with that low health and against that kind of player, chances are he was not going to make it. And we saw Diffie tried to make his rotation, and just when he got to hard cover, he gets knocked. Nobody comes out and gets the flush. And then this 1v1 here.
I think that the rotation that Diffie has to make right there is this rotation that Shogun made. So Shogun went to the left, to the right of, well, he rotated to those 2 buildings right there, right? Diffie tried to push straight over because he was in that first warehouse. He tried to push straight over. Nobody in Blackjack didn't get the kill on him, but Avita had that angle. I think that Diffie has to know that they're shooting over there in that corner, and he can't make that particular rotation. He should rotate wide on the blue and get to this wall that Shogun was on, and then they have a different kind of fight right there later on, right? But and in this situation, I think Myth did a good job by standing up there. I think Trash played it the best so far. AV would have been in a better situation if they could have found a way to knock aim. Remember when they pushed over there, the Molly went down, took down G Power. That other Molly hit aim, but they didn't play it aggressively after that because one of them was knocked. If they don't get knocked in that situation, they have a way of taking over this spot. But I think Deadly put himself in a rough position, but aim is the person. So I think Myth should thank aim for staying alive. PKU aim for staying alive so long, because that allowed him to that is just a great play right there by Blackjack. But him staying alive that long allowed them to not get focused by AV. That fight right there caused Myth to be able to focus on Trash and then focus back later, which is just the way the cookie crumbles sometimes. And GG's for that play. I guess that's great play. These teams picked up a lot of kills, Prime.
Yeah, they did. They definitely did. AV, you got to give them respect for sticking it out for so long right here. Getting Standards, getting Sweeney back up. You hate to see Sweeney get knocked. A little bit of foreshadow here, but you hate to see Sweeney go down when Standards needed him the most to fight against Myth on this little mini mountain here. PKU staying alive. This is that team that always seems to be on the brink of winning a game, and just unfortunate circumstances for them that they run into AV at that position and have Myth breathing down their backs. Beard again got into that fight with Blackjack, and like we said, Blackjack gun was already smoking hot, so he just literally what they like to call cracked.
Cracked.
He was cracked. I mean, once you and it's the truth. Once you get into some fights and other people push you, you're already in that rhythm. So it's there's no chance. Like you already like you found your rhythm with the gun that you're currently using. And these are some really good shots that rung out here, but like you said, Joker's only landing one of those, and I don't know if it was the magnification that may have threw him off there. Maybe if he has a 6 times there, he's able to get some better shots. And it looks like from the chat, Blackjack was on ATR.
Ah, he was on ATR. I had no idea. Was he on the bench?
I'm guessing. I mean, I don't know. I didn't. I do definitely remember ATR. I remember them being even when I played comp. I remember them being a very solid team.
And they were their depth chart is so. I think
vast.
I in the PCL I wanted to see people who played on the depth charts of teams, right? Because a lot of those guys are really good and they just don't. It's like the NBA. A lot of people are really good but don't have a chance to show their talents. I love seeing Blackjack on another team and him blossoming into a personality and a person that should be talked about in the PCL. Like I was trying to say earlier, going forward, I would love for these players to get more recognition, and I would love for this to become a larger thing because some of you guys should be household names for how good you play the game, and that's just a fact of the matter, right? Like when a play happens in the PCL, people should know about it. It's just that's just the truth. Like everybody should be talked about, and it should be retweeted. PUBG should retweet it. Everybody should retweet it because these plays are crazy. Like that shot by Ratatat earlier was crazy. But with that being said, we're done for the night, Prime.
Good games. Good games. Two in which our MV stole, and then we had the mates winning a game, and then obviously you guys see that Myth takes game number 4. So we got some PCL action tomorrow, right? 3 p.m.
3 p.m. It'll start at 3:10. Will be the first game. So make sure you're back for that. Also, check out the website. We have 3 or 4 new events on there. Duo kill race happening, and then we also have a high stakes squad FPP game, and then we have season 8 and season 8 TPP and season 8 FPP on the horizon. So make sure you guys are there, and if you want to compete in this, go check it out.
Season 8 for season 8 of PUBG. GG's.
GG's.
Everybody, please stick around for the raid. We appreciate you all for watching. This is the PCL, the PUBG Console League. I'm your host, co-host Prime, and my guy Bing. See you guys tomorrow.
Have a good night.